Hello and welcome to this video where we're going to explore the menu options of your HubSpot CMS account. In your portal, you can see starting on the left are a series of menu options. Then on the right, a series of setting options. Let's begin by exploring what is available in the HubSpot free CMS. To begin with, the contacts. If you select contacts in the drop-down, you'll see that you have the availability for looking at contacts, companies, calls, activity feed, and lists. For the contacts, these are elements we're going to use to help personalize our website and our communications with those visitors. If we select contacts, you can see that the CRM is loaded. We have the ability to find and to see all of the various records that are available from people who have visited our website and provided us with their names. In this situation, we have two contacts currently available. If we select one of those contacts, the first one, we can see the specific object for those contacts. It contains a variety of properties going down the left column, including email, phone number, contact owner, etc. On the far right, you can see other objects that are associated with this contact record. Specifically, since we know the email address, we know the domain name or the company associated with this. In the center, we have various information about activity, notes we've taken about this individual, emails that we've sent and they've responded to, calls we've made, tasks that we've been assigned to, and meetings that are scheduled. Continuing down in our CRM, we have companies. For example, currently, we just have the one company loaded. But let's create a company. Specifically, if you're sending out information or you're working here, you could find out additional information about that company. For example, let's look at the wayne.edu domain name. Notice the system found information, Wayne State, assigned me as the owner, put the industry class. We can select what this individual is about, and we're just going to say prospect. Its location, zip code, employees revenue. It didn't get the description about the location correct, so we'll just delete that out. And LinkedIn profile. So let's create it. And now we have a company record in our database. So you have an idea how quickly and easily that is to accomplish. Let's continue down. We can make calls, and the system will record information on it. Our activity feed and lists. We want to highlight lists, as lists are those individuals that we choose to capture. So from this list, we can create either a static list or a dynamic list. The static list is just the list of individuals that we would be interested, for example, in emailing and not changed. An active list would be a list of individuals that are dynamic. They will add and subtract themselves out of this list. So maybe we want to email somebody that's seen our site in the last 3 weeks. That could be an active list. We could also do the same thing, but for a company-based list. We'll get into these in greater details, but at least you can begin to see where this information is located. And the next tab over is Conversations. In the Conversations, we can hook up our inbox. We can build chat flows, snippets, and document templates. For example, for chat flows, we can build our knowledge base chat object. Here you can see in the lower right-hand corner an example of this chat flow that we can be building. The bot will come back and we can ask or put in certain phrases or questions, and the individual can write, and it can be linked to an individual. These help our site be very personalized and customized to help individuals find information. Moving over, the next tab we want to explore quickly is the Marketing tab. The Marketing tab, we can build ads, email, landing pages, website pages. The website pages has the website page for our site, plus the blog. Social's not available. SEO's not available. Campaigns also are not available, but design tools and forms are. For example, with forms, this is a way for us to collect information. So we can build information such that, and let's try to create a form so that you can see it. The form could be embedded on part of a page, it could be a pop-up, a drop-down, slide in from the left or right. As we look at it, the form will allow us to capture information in a form that we select to put on our landing page or our website page. You can see along the left are various pre-built templates of information. For example, if we were going to have an event, we could load that template in, and the system could help us by showing various fields we would want to capture. We'll get into greater information about forms in later videos. The design tools. The design tools will list various elements regarding our theme that we've created. While not getting into it in great detail yet, what it will highlight, for example, are what modules are available for us to use. Say, for example, the accordion module. We can load in and start to see that widget, preview it, and see what it can accomplish. Again, we'll explore this in greater detail in an upcoming video. As we continue on our marketing, we can build website pages or landing pages. The website pages are those pages that we can have anyone find, whereas landing pages, perhaps they're specific. I want to capture information and provide you with something in exchange for giving me information. A website page we can build, update, or delete. So the website pages can be created, and as you can see, we can go through and do things with the page. We can edit it, clone it, preview it, look at various details about that page. And again, in upcoming videos, we'll spend entirely on building a web page. The same thing will be true for blogs, so we can write a blog post. Landing page, same thing is true for that. Email, we'll have the chance to look at the emails. And there are a variety of email templates we can use as we get started. So as you can see from our portal, once we get the names of individuals, we can start sending up to 2,000 emails per month. Those emails, we can go through and take a tour and set up what we have and use our templates to help us phrase and build correct types of emails. As we continue, the sales portal will allow us to build deals or create tasks on which we have to follow up on. The sales information will allow us to build documents that we can use as we communicate and work with individuals. We can set up meetings, and we can write quotes if somebody was in an e-commerce situation. The next tab over lets us provide information such as tickets. If somebody has a request of us or needs some help, we can create a ticket and keep track of what the individual wanted and when we responded. There's the automation, then reports, and we can build dashboards to help us understand the information about who has visited our site, for how long, and what they're interested in. So if we do the dashboards, so for the dashboards, we can create a variety of information for our business intelligence and things that we would like to follow up on. On our right, we have various settings. For example, in the marketplace, we can look at various apps that will integrate with our website, different themes, modules, and templates that we might want to use. We have a settings or the gear icon which will help us build information. For example, for our general profile, our image, if we wanted to change it. We have our email general settings. And we can connect email accounts or build a new signature. Going along the left side, you can see we have preferences, our account setup, where we can add users, put in our defaults. We have our data management, where we can manage various properties that we have, and the various objects that we saw, which were like contacts and companies. Tools, such as our inbox, where we were talking about the chat bot. We can look at our marketing tab and set information. For example, on the forms, perhaps we wanted certain colors. Perhaps we wanted certain defaults set. We could set them at this time and in this location. And our website, we can build defaults for pages, themes, navigation, and domains. Navigation is what we'll explore in an upcoming video, but here's where we can build menu options and add in the text and links to various pages, so we have a very dynamic built menu structure. Continuing along, we have notifications, where the system will provide us information as things that require our attention would be listed. And finally, the information about our account, our setting it up, our training, product updates. So an example would be our training. We'd look at the HubSpot Academy. We can gain certain certifications here. We can explore information. So for example, we might want to look at the CMS certificate course. The CMS for marketers to gain additional insights. Or maybe we're technical and we want to learn more about the developer side. We saw the design menu option, and this is where we would gain additional instruction in that. Or maybe we wanted to build custom reports, and we could gain certification there. The idea is these are all sorts of training courses to help you use your system effectively. So returning back to the software, we have our menu. Those options are what we are going to start to use and explore as we create our website. Thank you for watching.